Hi, my name is Amy Ladd. I'm an orthopedic hand surgeon, and I've been at Stanford University for 35 years. When I first joined the Hand Society, it was still relatively small. It was in sort of a tug of war of being an elite society for special people to bringing it to all those who celebrate the study and surgery of the hand. And I mean that in a good way. I think that was kind of a lot of the post-World War II medical societies were kind of carrying the banner of whatever the discipline was to, hey, we're here to serve the public, and how do we expand who we are and what our message is. So I've seen a big arc from the education and keeping the knowledge relatively tight among a small group to a diaspora of learning. So key accomplishments in hand surgery, I think there's a few categories. One, you could do a very large category, and I would say the comprehensive support of the discipline or the interdiscipline of hand surgery. You know, it was traditionally founded as an offshoot of World War II, where neurosurgeons, general surgeons, orthopedic surgeons, plastic surgeons got together and treated the hand as an organ, which I think is a good way of looking at it. It's not just a part that has flesh, it has bones, everything is integrated. And being very supportive of that theme. As the disciplines have shaken out over the last century, that's very centric to plastic surgery and orthopedic surgery. But I think there's really a unifying theme of what an integrated specialty it is. So I think that's a very big accomplishment. As far as technical advances, so internal fixation, we were the last really to get on the internal fixation bandwagon. It was in orthopedic trauma preceded what we've done in hand surgery. So distal radius, internal fixation, hand fractures, joint replacement. Joint replacement in large joints are relatively simpler problems to solve because the joints are bigger, the joints themselves mechanically are simpler. And then when you take forces in the hand, which are very concentrated in complex anatomy, much more challenging to understand, to discern what the basic problem and functions are and emulate that. So major advancements for the future, or potential, or the challenges, I guess we might express them. As far as the nitty-gritty, I'll talk about my personal research and endeavors. And so I would like to cure arthritis. My personal take is, how can we predict arthritis? How can we treat early arthritis? And how can we successfully treat end-stage arthritis? And I think that's, again, a model for musculoskeletal specialties. Mine in particular is base of thumb. But our research group has focused heavily on the early arthritis and some of the biomechanical causes, but a much bigger picture is the whole ecosystem. Yeah, so I was a Bunnell Fellow, I think the year was 1999 to 2000. So for me, it was a huge honor. I was the first woman. I had a newborn who went with me everywhere we went. But it was different. I've kind of beaten the drum to a different path, or whatever the expression is, reflective of historical and parallel aspects of hand surgery, which is, I guess, emblematic of my career and prior to being a physician. I was a history major and very much liked delving into the other aspects, the importance of the hand. And so my travels were outstanding in the debt that I owe the Hand Society as far as being able to delve into topics that were not how you make an incision and what technical things you do, but exploring the significance of the hand. So you've asked me about being a woman in a male-dominated field. It's the question that often comes up and I love to shy away from. I've had many challenges and things that I would rather forget, and that's probably important to forget mostly. Part of that is the spark of what do you take away and how can you be different. I've basically always had male mentors, just given my profession, with one exception. So I was a history major at Dartmouth College. It was also a very traditionally male school. I was the third class of women. But Mary Kelly was a historian, and when I write, she's always on my right shoulder, being a good writer, being clear in thought, and being a pioneer in her own right. So some of that is trying to extract the principles of why you're doing it in the first place. I've told younger trainees, and oftentimes women, there's kind of two people in my observation. There are the ones that are, I'm going to do this come hell or high water, which is me professedly. I mean, I'm definitely that person. I had two older brothers. And then there are those that shy away from it because they don't want to try because the obstacles are too great. It's more informative for me to tap into that latter category, to understand that. I would say, again, there was part of me that was so bullheaded that I'd figure out a way, and a lot of times I got hit on the head so many times, you finally figure out, try a different path. So the principles, why am I doing it? I love the complexity of the hand. I love the rigor of thinking and creativity, hands-on experience. So those are, in a vacuum, why I do hand surgery. And keeping to that, the rest falls into place. Understanding obstacles exist.